Welcome to the podcast. I am Pablo and I'm here with,
Dino.
and this is episode 2 of Crazed Convos. Podcasting is hard. Tell him, Dino.
Oh, yeah, like we couldn't even figure out our mic issues last episode, but hopefully we figured it out and it comes out better this time around.
All right, hit the intro music.
Crazed Convos. Crazed Convos.
All right,
All right,
guys.
there we go.
Welcome to episode 2. We had technical difficulties last time. Hopefully, they're not as bad this time. Podcasting is hard, according to Dino.
Yeah, even though I haven't done like anything other than just sit here and record.
Did you hear about the Microsoft incident?
I did not. All I know is something about they shut down.
I believe there was an update from a third party that messed things up, like a bunch of systems like airports, delivery services, just everything. It goes to show you how much we rely on computers for everyday life. Like without computers, we don't function. I don't think there's a plan B.
Yeah, I mean, don't you remember Y2K? People were thinking it's the end of the world, all because their fucking solitaire wouldn't load on their computer or some shit.
I don't think that's what that was exactly, but you do have a point.
I mean, it's just we are super reliant on computers. Like I've said it myself, I could not I would not enjoy my day working at that miserable place we work at without like my headphones. Like I have to listen to stuff or the voices.
What if somebody finds it now? They're not gonna know that you use headphones at work.
I'm 95% sure they do. I don't hide it.
All right, let's talk about something. There was something you wanted to cover in this podcast. Let's talk about that because we're just gonna rumble on otherwise.
It's a lot of things I want to cover.
What talking about topics, or are we talking about something else here? Because I got that kind of vibe from you.
I want to talk about how much it sucks to own a house.
Oh yeah, you said you noticed some leaky roof after
Yeah,
that bad storm we had the other day.
dude, it's been raining like in our general area like all week, and so I'm just walking by the kitchen. I walk in front of my fridge. I feel something drop on my fucking arm, and then I'm like, "What the heck is that?" I look up, and it's dripping from the ceiling.
Yeah, no, something similar happened to me. It's been storming pretty bad over here in this area where we live in the south. And
Well, now they're gonna figure out where we live.
well, yeah, the south, it could be anywhere. But anyways, yeah. So I have this little camera that I got, for surveillance in the house, and I noticed this leak. So I told my sister to go and check, and she does. And not only did we find that leak, but we found a second smaller leak somewhere else. So now we have to fix that. And yeah, owning a house kind of sucks in the way that you have to fix everything. You're responsible for everything. When you're renting, you're just kind of like, hey, I have an issue. And then you just, whine and moan about the owner not fixing shit good enough or on the right amount of time.
I don't be whining, but I do be moaning.
Yeah.
I'll be doing whatever it takes to get that AC fixed.
And that's how you
'Cause
get your discounts.
No, I do it so bad he actually makes me pay more.
It's like, all right, not only do you have to go down on me, but you have to pay extra because there was too much teeth. Is that kind of how it goes?
It's nothing but teeth, baby.
Not, oh, that is terrible. Oh no.
Not for me.
Yeah, oh, you put a bad image in my mind.
It's like chewing on one of those giant gummy worms.
Oh no, no. Oh no, please. But
Anyways, but yeah, like so because here's the story of my house. So I got a realtor. It was actually a childhood friend of mine that I had a crush on. And so like I was like, well, I'll see what she recommends. She's a realtor now. And so we looked at a house. We didn't get the house because we got outbid. Then we looked at some other houses, and the housing market is ass. So then we found this house, and the first thing they told us was like, "Oh, there's like some damage to the roof or something like that." So we had the previous owner, before he could sell it to us, had to fix that, right? So he's like, I know a guy. So these illegal immigrants show up to fix up the roof, and they do a, I guess, bad job or something, because State Farm was like, you need to change the whole roof. And I said, the whole thing, like this whole shit. And
the
they were
whole
like,
thing? You're so southerner, brother.
the whole thing. And I was darn tootin'. Fuck, what is that? I was razzle frazzle, if you catch my meaning. But so we had to fix the whole roof. I'm still paying that off, and then I didn't even. I got my brother-in-law to help out with that, like both of them. So like I didn't even pay for the work, but the fucking materials, still a good bit of money. And then my AC went out in the middle of this freaking heat wave. Fuck. And it's awful. I hate it. I don't want to be a homeowner anymore. I know people complain about, oh, I don't have a house, or oh, I can't be a homeowner in this economy. No, you can't, because when you are, you're fucking broke all the time.
Yeah, haven't had similar issues. Like my house ownership has been pretty smooth. Now I do have a different house that I rent, and I don't want to get into the details because the last renters I had were friends, so I don't want to air out everything. But yeah,
I'll do it.
but I was gonna say, yeah, just be if you rent a house, from what I learned, you have to do inspections every now and then just to make sure that things are good, because otherwise things might be pretty fucked up by the time you noticed.
Hey, but they did gank your lane that one time in league though.
Yeah. I mean, they're good people. Don't get me wrong, they're good people. But yeah, definitely quite a few headaches now that they're gone and I got the house back. And listen, like I said, I don't want to air them out or make them look bad or anything because they're my friends. But yeah,
I do.
Renting a house is kind of a pain in the ass because people don't really care as much because it's not their house. And it used to be the same way for me, right? When I rented a house, it was like, well, you know what? I mean, whatever. I'm probably not going to get my deposit back regardless. So it's just more damage or, things like that.
I never rented a house. My parents did, but that was just the norm for illegal immigrants because I am one.
Oh, you are illegal immigrant?
Hell yeah.
Okay, we cannot be friends. I am an avid Trump supporter.
I'm okay with that.
I am like all like what is the thing? The make America great again, because we made it great again, but now we're making it great again.
We're making it greater. Hard R.
Wait, what? Yeah. So, what is the slogan this time? I honestly don't know Trump's slogan. I was just joking about
Is make America great again.
Again?
That's literally. I think that's what they're saying. I don't know. They're dumb white people. But the people that listen to this that are white are not dumb.
Oh, okay. That's how. Yeah, we say we don't want to get political, and every time we always end up.
I saved it. Don't worry, I saved it.
Yeah, you saved it. You saved it.
It's all good.
Okay, well, as an alien, can you tell us about space and stuff, or is that like a different kind of alien what I'm thinking of?
I've never been to space. I was in space for 2.5 years before I got brought to America, and I don't have any memories. And I have tons of stories. My mom tells me tons of stories about like what it was like when I was little, what it was like living over there. Apparently, when I first like arrived here, I would like look at airplanes in the sky, and I'd follow them around with like 3 little pennies in my hand, and I'm like, avion, llévame a mi mamá. Like I was just like following it around, telling the airplane to like give me a ride back to Mexico, and now I'm like, man, fuck Mexico,
Yeah, why you gotta be like that, bro? What did Mexico do to you?
because I've never been there. But all I hear about is like,
Wait, so you were there as a baby, and now you're saying you were never there? This is why we cannot trust these illegal aliens.
I mean, I was there. I said I was born there. There's a reason I don't have a green card,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
not a green card. I didn't have a social security. I didn't have a social security number till the age of 18.
I love how you're sharing all this with potentially the whole world.
Well, I mean, they can't kick me out now unless Trump just immediately is like, I don't want these illegal immigrants in America, so get them the fuck out.
Just to clarify, he's not actually illegal at the moment. So if please don't hack us and try to find his information and then send them back.
You know what? Fuck you. Try me.
There are crazy people on the internet. Do not.
They
literally have no lives.
Please don't.
They have no self-esteem, and they have nothing better to do than to bring people down to their level. So please don't.
I'm sorry. Please don't send me back to Mexico. I hate it there.
Even though you don't remember everything.
And dude, it's a third world country, man.
Man, all our Mexican viewers are gonna hate on you, man.
Oh right, and I was thinking about making a Spanish version.
Yeah, you want to make a Spanish version of the podcast while shitting on Mexico?
They can't understand this bit.
Okay, I gotta stand
English.
up, bro. I gotta stand up for my country, because I was born there.
What's so great about Mexico? Yeah, go ahead, tell me. That's a topic.
The food is amazing. The food is amazing. Have you ever heard of tacos? That's right, motherfucker. That's right, motherfucker. They're not as good, and they're not as good as the ones in
What
Mexico.
are you talking about?
Okay, over here, when you get your beef to make the asada, where do you go? You go to Walmart, right? You get all this processed meat.
Who goes to Walmart?
Oh, okay, you go to where?
I go to a Mexican store. No, a Mexican store with a butcher. Store. Where have you been buying all your steak?
Okay, so you go to this Mexican store. Well, I tell you, this Mexican store around here kind of suck. Like they're that's because you live as good as the ones in Mexico. I'm just saying, in Mexico, you get the meat fresh. They kill the cow in the morning. You get the meat 2 hours later. You take it home. You cook it. Okay. Over here, everything gets processed so much.
Dude, I literally went to go pick up meat yesterday. For the I was going to go pick up some chorizo, and there was half a pig on the table, and the dude was just cutting it like, "What's up, bro?"
Yeah, but that's different because they make carnitas, and for carnitas you use the whole pig. So they'll prepare that basically the same day. The good places at least. But cows, on the other hand, you're not really going to prepare a whole cow in one day, or you're not going to sell all this meat in one day around here. So you don't really, you have to buy processed meat most of the time. I mean, I'm sure if you have the money, or you could try to get it fresh. But over there in Mexico, that's literally just the cheap choice, is to go out there and get that freshly butchered meat, fresh vegetables, fresh everything. It's like things are not as processed. And also, I don't know what it is, but it just, the flavor, like over here, it's like some people are afraid of salt and spices. Like there are certain Mexican restaurants that are actually good, and I'm sure like homemade stuff is great, like my mom knows how to cook. But most Mexican restaurants, like no lie, they are catered towards people of other cultures, like Americans. So it doesn't taste as good. It's like they're afraid of salt, they're afraid of spicy stuff. Yeah, food is definitely better over there.
Bro, don't tell me you don't like Taco Bell.
I mean, if I am drunk or high at 12 a.m. or later and it's the only option, of course I love it. But would I go there for lunch? Maybe once a year if I'm craving it.
Once a year, dude. You haven't had the quesarito.
I've had a couple things when I'm drunk, but like I said, I only ever crave it when I'm either drunk or high or something. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's not terrible, but it's definitely not as good as authentic Mexican food.
Well, nothing's as good as authentic Mexican food, according to you.
No, I actually love Japanese food more than Mexican food. Like, you just gotta put that out there. That's like probably my favorite food is Japanese. Like, I love Asian food. And I'm sure Japanese people would be like, "Yep, the Japanese food in America is not as good as the one in Japan." And I hope one day I get to try it. But the ones I've had, like I went to San Francisco recently and waited at some places, and the people spoke like broken English, so I wanted think it was very authentic. And the food was great, man. The food was great. I love Japanese food. It's my favorite food in the whole world. Like if there was one country of where I had to like, okay, I'm gonna eat this country's food, I would definitely pick Japan, and I would not hesitate. What about you?
What? What are you gonna do? Like starve? You like?
No,
It's
no,
like
if they're
it's not
like,
like you had a choice. If you find yourself in Japan, you're
no,
like,
no,
I don't like
I'm
Japanese
saying,
food.
if they give me a choice, like, okay, pick one country and you're gonna eat that country's like food, and I mean, like, so if you get America, you basically, what would you even get if you pick American food? I guess like our
Hamburgers,
hot
um,
dogs,
hot dogs,
American style
French
pizza.
fries,
I would tell you,
pizza.
I love American style pizza, like New York style, Chicago style, not so much, but like Detroit style. New York has to be the best pizza in the world. New York style pizza has to be the best pizza in the world. I don't care what Italians say.
Controversial take.
I tried authentic Italian pizza once, and
It was
I had
kind
a
of mid.
friend that was dating an Italian person, and an Italian man, and he was like, I don't remember, it was like olive oil. I think it was like basil leaves or some type of leaf, cheese. It was very plain, very simple, and while it was good,
Fucking oak leaf.
I would take New York pizza over that shit any day. Twice on Tuesdays and twice on Thursdays.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of foods that are like that. Like, General Tso is not like an authentic dish from China. Like orange chicken and all that. Like, it's not like it's Americanized, and like I love it, dude. I love that Americanized. It just adds the right amount of cholesterol into my fucking arteries.
Yeah, inject that shit into my veins.
Sometimes when I finish eating, I feel a tightness in my chest.
You should get that checked out.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time, baby.
Hey, that's what Gabriel Iglesias said, and then he changed his mind and went on a diet.
Yeah.
Sort of. So you still got time.
Nah.
But did you know that egg rolls are American as well as fortune cookies? Everybody thinks of fortune cookies as Chinese, but they are actually invented in San Francisco. So are egg rolls, and they were also invented in California. I'm not sure where, but a lot of this food that we think are like um, from other countries.
Let's pull up a list of like foods that we think come from somewhere else, but don't.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I'm sure French fries didn't come from fucking the French. They're over there eating slugs and shit.
Oh, and one other thing that I love about Mexico.
All right, that
Going
was the
back to
topic.
that, yeah, that was the topic we were covering.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It would be their women, right? Like their Mexican women are amazing.
I don't know. I think the one I got is defective.
What's wrong with her?
Just no, I'm joking.
Yeah,
Full
yeah.
disclaimer.
I would translate this and send it to her.
Full disclaimer. I love my wife. I know that from the first episode, you probably got the impression that I didn't, but I'm not at that stage of boomer to hate my wife. But she's a lovely woman. But I just like to joke around with that stuff. But no. I mean, the other women are very, very hot. Most of the adult content I frequent is Latina, Mexican, the good stuff.
All right. Well, that might be a little too much information for our viewers. I don't think they needed to know all that. I was just
You know what? Here's a list of all this. All my
say our mothers are Mexican women, so that's why I'm giving a shout out. Our
You're not gonna
mothers.
this.
Well, maybe not, but I still want to give them a shout out. I mean, they
Shout out
raised
to my
us.
mom.
They put up with us all these years, right? I mean, when we were younger, and even now when we're still doing our dumb shit.
Yeah, it's awful too. Like, because I'm just so I feel bad for them, but that my parents still like give me money and stuff, and I'm like, damn, I'm supposed to be like giving y'all money. But at the same time, when I was younger, it felt almost like I was a paycheck. to my parents because it's kind of I was their 401k
Yeah.
because that's tradition in Mexico. Like, oh, well, once your parents grow old, you don't stick them in a home like here in America. You take care of them. They're your responsibility. They're like a real life Neopet.
Yeah. Hey, thinking about getting old, do you think we're gonna have like virtual reality by the time we're old? Like we're just gonna like sit there and like be in VR with each other?
Brother, I am literally playing a Pokemon game right now while we're talking.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
Nah, but have you ever seen Black Mirror?
yeah,
You know
some
the
episodes.
Oh, okay. Have you seen the Junipero or Junipero something like that?
If I
So
have, I
so
don't remember.
basically, I'll just give you a synopsis. So basically, in this future, they have this little like implant in your brain that like kind of it can transfer. You can connect to like the computer and your consciousness whenever you pass away. It kind of keeps running on the computer, and you can like pick whatever time you want. You can look however you want in the virtual reality. It's pretty dope. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. Like this is where we're heading. With the whole the Elon chip in your brain. What's it called? Neuralink.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get that far. At least
God,
not
I
in our
hope so.
lifetime. At least not in our
God, I
lifetime.
hope
But
so,
I
dude.
mean, it would be kind of neat. It would be
Could,
pretty cool.
could you imagine having your whole Steam playlist or your Steam games like in your brain?
Bro, if you had to be stuck in one video game, what would it be? And why would
Honey
it be
Pop,
a hentai? I knew you were gonna say a hentai.
Honey Pop,
I was
because
gonna
dating
say.
is so easy in there.
I was gonna
You just
say.
Yeah, go
Okay, go
ahead.
ahead. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say mine would be Stardew Valley. We've been playing that with my girlfriend, and we played that today for many hours. Cause she couldn't come down this weekend. She was working out of state, and it was a lot of fun, man. There was one big problem though that when she named the goats, not one of them was named Faker. Can you believe her?
Now, one of them was named Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, there was no Kendrick, there was no Michael Jordan, there was no
Michael
Muhammad
Jordan.
Ali. I was like, I was like, no, for a second, for a split second, I considered just ending the relationship. But then I was like, you know what? You know, women, sports, not all women are into sports. So
I'm not
I
either.
forgive her. Yeah,
I don't like
I did
sports.
say women are into sports. Like,
Hey, just because I got some nice pair of titties doesn't mean you get to call me a woman.
I mean, I don't know how you identify yourself.
I identify myself as a fucking boss.
I identified myself as super duper triple straight.
But what? We get to choose our sexual orientation?
Oh wait, we don't. I might have misunderstood that. I don't really know how that works.
Something about being born this way? Isn't that what Lady Gaga said?
I don't. The only Lady Gaga I know is the Peso Pluma song. You know how that goes.
I love that song, dude.
That is actually a good song, and my girlfriend hates Peso Pluma, so guess my
She
name.
likes that song.
No, she hates every single one of them. But guess what my name is on Stardew Valley?
Peso Pluma.
Yes, and everybody's oh, that's so cringe, and I'm like, nah. Every time they like, hey Peso Pluma, can you help me with this? I just get a kick out of it, and she's always like, oh, she rolls her eyes. She's like, oh, Peso Pluma. She hates it.
Well, at least you didn't name your farm Ram Ranch. That's what I did.
I would have, but she named it.
The illusion of what was it called? The illusion of choice.
Yeah, the illusion of choice. But I am gonna go back and fix those goats' names. It's gonna have to be Michael Jordan's gonna be in there. I don't know about Kendrick. I don't know if he's the goat. He's one of the greats, but I don't know about goat.
Oh, are you telling me you riding Drake right now, dude?
No,
are you
no,
riding
no,
Drake? Nah.
No, I'm not riding Drake. Like
I know you saw that hammer and you wanted to hop on it.
Yeah, but murdering Drake doesn't make you the GOAT. I mean, I don't know. I think there's still a discussion.
That's
like,
not.
He still got.
It's not like he was the GOAT before. Or no, I mean, it's not like this was a competition to see who is the GOAT.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if this makes him the GOAT. Like, he could be the GOAT by the time, his career is finished, but I don't think he's the GOAT right now, at least in my opinion. But then again, I'm not too heavily into rap. But, like, Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali, um, even though, you can make arguments for other
That's
people,
those
it's
two.
kind of a big agreement, even though
Messi.
yeah, I don't know about Messi. Fuck Messi. Pele's the GOAT, bro. How many World Cups does Messi have?
You're breaching the wrong topic
No,
because
no.
I have
Look,
no
look, bro. You
idea.
you brought up my hate for Messi, bro. Everybody forgets about Pele, bro. Y'all be just because he's black, bro. Y'all be hating on Pele, bro.
I
Like
don't
that's
know
why
who that
privilege right
is.
there, bro. That's why privilege right there, bro.
I
Everybody
don't even
forgets
know.
about Pele, and they're like, oh, he was overrated. Like, how many World Cups did he have, bro?
I have never met this man in my life.
Look, all I gotta say is Pele is the goat. Don't even question it, okay? Like, come on, bro.
I
Like,
don't know
like
anything about.
Messi got gifted like at least one penalty like every single game of the World Cup, so
That's just soccer. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I mean, I do the only league I watch is the European leagues, and it's pretty fun. Like, I like football, and by football I mean football, the one you
Football,
football. Yeah, exactly.
football.
I don't hate American football, or like what the
It's
NFL.
I.
Now
I mean, it's a little overrated.
I'll say this though, I maybe it's because I am not originally from the U.S., but I cannot understand why people here are so obsessed with like college football and like college sports overall. Like, I get supporting your college and everything, but like some of these people love college sports better than professional sports, and to me
Yeah,
sports has always been about the best versus the best. Like I love combat sports. That's my thing. Combat sports, UFC, um
they don't have a college
boxing.
league for that.
Yeah, they have amateur leagues for that, but I don't really keep up with the amateur leagues. I want to see who the best is, and while there's like MMA and like Muay Thai, all that stuff. I love all that kickboxing. And to me, it's always the best versus the best. Like, kind of like tennis, right? Like, there's tournaments, the best is gonna win. Well,
Well, they're technically they are the best at their level and age. Because it's not like they put any Joe Schmo in the fucking Clemson Tigers.
no, but they also play a lot of colleges that are pretty bad. Uh, like I've been to some Carolina games where they play some schools that are way below average. Let's just put it that way.
But I don't know. I don't like sports. It's just never caught my attention. Like, I'll watch it. I'll get hype at a game, but just I don't know. It never really caught my attention. I'm on, like, I don't even like video games. Like, I love video games, but I don't like watching professionals play video games because like it bores me. Like, if I have time to watch these like people play games, then I have time to play my own game.
So you have never liked watching streamers either?
Nah.
Yeah, that's kind of the same thing with me. Where if I'll watch a streamer if I'm trying to learn something about the game, maybe check out the game for the first time or something.
Mhm.
But I don't actually like somebody there just chilling and playing. I don't like watching it. I feel like I could be doing that myself with my friends, and it'll be more fun.
Yeah.
And if I just want to kill time, I'd rather watch a movie, watch a show, or listen to an audiobook, maybe read a book. You know,
Maybe fuck a book.
yeah, multitask. Because if you listen to an audiobook or doing sexual things to a book, you can, you can be multitasking, doing something else at the same time.
I'm traumatized. I've been watching the so you remember what's it called, that movie Food Sausage Party?
Oh yeah, I heard they made a new show about that.
Yeah, I was watching it, and this man made love to a hot dog in the one of the episodes, and ever since then it's been dark days.
There's been dark days. I kind of
But
want to watch it.
anyways, I was gonna say this before we got off the topic of college versus professional. I like college adult videos, and professional videos are all right, but you know, them college girls really get into it. All right, that's it.
So do you feel like you have a problem with pornography? Are you addicted?
It's only a problem when I stop jerking off.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like it might be a good problem to have. No, not
I don't know.
really.
It's a really bad, weird topic because everyone says, "Oh, it's bad for your brain," and like it's gonna make you like it's gonna give you ED, like erectile dysfunction, and all that stuff. And I'm like, I don't know about you, but a slight breeze gets my junk going.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, as long as you're happy. I mean, Franco Escamilla, one of my favorite comedians, he's from Mexico. He does
Hmm.
comedy in Spanish, and he's the only non-English comic I listen to. He's hilarious. He also has like a thing about porn and watching porn, and he talks about it on his shows, and he knows like all the actors and stuff. And I mean, he seems to be doing fine. So I think he'll be okay. Definitely something that I'm here if it ever gets out of control. But changing.
If you think once you get married you're never gonna jerk off again, let me tell you that is not happening. There's some nights where you just want to get it over with. You just your wife is sleeping next to you. You got the urge, so you just now I'll look up a quick video, jerk off, go to sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. That's one of the things that I've heard before, where it's like men think they're never gonna jack off again when they get married, and in fact, I believe we were in a Discord call playing League of Legends with our friends, where you made a joke about jacking off, and then one of the said friends was like, "Well, don't you have a wife?" Like they really like they really think like the wife is just gonna be like, hey, yeah, I'm just a sex toy for you to use whenever you want.
And actually, when I first moved out of my house, I had uh, let's just say it's an adult toy that had it was anatomically correct, and it had both orifices of the lower half. Is this allowed on YouTube? Well, whatever. So, anyways, I I used it. I gave it a five-star rating on Amazon, and I had to get rid of it because I didn't know how to dry it, so I just kind of left it in the shower caddy just to let it drip out.
Wow, I cannot believe you shared that with the world. I hope everybody you know finds this podcast.
This is I don't hide anything, and you know it.
Yeah, but I'm
I
just
will tell anything to anyone. Like I don't know. Like I just feel like, what's the point of hiding it all? It's gonna come out eventually. As Tyler Perry once said, "What happens in the dark comes out at the night," or something like that. I don't know. Into the light.
yeah, yeah. I guess. I mean, there is a thing called too much sharing, but I mean, it's a podcast that we're doing for fun, so
I don't
nothing
believe
wrong
in
with that.
TMI.
I mean,
I don't believe in TMI.
I know you don't. I know you don't for sure. I
Tell me
know
the
you don't.
color of your fucking nipples.
Darker than black.
Yes.
Why's that gross? What do you have against darker than black?
You got that black 2.0, the kind that absorbs like all the sun.
Yeah,
When you walk outside, you start fires with your nipples.
in the cartoons where it's like a little mini black hole where it looks like nothing's there. That's what they look like.
Yeah.
That's what they look like.
Nah, nice. What's it called? Venti black. What's it called? It's a, what I'm talking about, that it's a like a color that's so dark it absorbs all like 99% of the light or some shit.
Yeah, it looks like nothing's there. I've
Yeah,
seen
it was
it.
like a 2D cartoon.
Yeah, somebody painted. I think it was a BMW. They painted that color. It looked sick. Like it just looks so, like it kind of tricked your brain. It kind of just
Yeah,
I don't know how to
you
describe
got
it.
passed. You got passed by a fucking shadow.
Yeah, it looked really neat. Like it looked like somebody had in the pictures that I saw. It looked like somebody had cut out something. Like it just looked wrong, but cool at the same time.
It looks fucked up. I mean, I don't know. It's It's not. I don't know. I've never really been one to hide stuff. Like I will tell you just about anything unless you're my wife. But I do that for discrepancy.
Yeah.
I don't think I said that right. I don't know. It's just
What she doesn't know won't hurt her, right?
I've always kind of shared everything. I mean, I don't see a reason to keep quiet. Like it's not like I'm ashamed of it.
Yeah. I mean, you did throw it away, so maybe a little ashamed.
Well, it was a lot easier to throw it away than to explain. Oh no, babe, this is just a toy that I have to dry out in my shower.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I definitely would not have that with my wife around if when I get married.
And now I regret it. Now I wish I had it.
Now you're like, I need it. I definitely need it.
I need it. Like SpongeBob. That one episode where he needed water.
Yeah, yeah. So I hope y'all don't hear my dog. He's outside.
I don't hear your dog.
Okay, great.
Yo, whose dog is that?
Definitely not mine because you don't hear mine.
I'm gonna fuck that dog.
Oh, Bestiality Boys, we're bringing it back from the last episode.
Call back, baby.
Welcome to the Bestiality Boys podcast.
You can't do that anymore. That joke was the last episode.
Oh, I thought we were bringing it back.
Nah, joke is this episode is my crippling porn addiction.
Oh, your crippling porn addiction.
Oh, oops. Are we, I don't know if we're allowed. I don't know what words we are and aren't allowed to say. Like when I listen to other like people who do podcasting and upload to YouTube, they censor sexual assault, rope.
I think that's
sewer slide.
Well, we're not making any money from this, and we have nobody paying us money to advertise their product. So,
do we want to?
I mean, we want to, but at the moment, we don't.
Then.
So, whatever. We can say whatever we want. It is called Crazed Convos, so the combo better be a little bit crazy. You feel me?
It's just really dumb. Like, you should be able to say whatever you want to say.
I have a funny story. Same friend that. He was like, men don't really complimented enough. So he started telling like everybody like, hey, you look kind of cute today. They'd be like, what? You gay? Like, what's wrong with you? He'd be like, no,
but say, bro, I think your friend was a little zesty.
Oh, definitely more than a little bit. But yeah, he went around and it was hilarious because the dudes were like, they didn't know how to act getting hit on, but they hit on girls all the time. But the moment they were like, hey, you look kind of cute today, they were like, they just felt so uncomfortable. Like they were like, like, what's going on? Am I getting hit on? Like, is this guy gay? Like, do I need to, I try and look tough. Like, yeah, it's not gonna fly.
Well, that's why I tell my friends I love you before I leave them, because you never know when a homie's gonna not be around. So I'd rather be like, all right, bro, at least you know that I loved you and you got a fat cock.
I mean, yeah, that
even if he didn't.
Yeah, just putting it out there, sharing the love.
Yeah, because you don't get complimented on your fat cock enough.
I mean, I do, but it's mainly from you, like every single day, multiple times a day.
Oh yeah, I gotta cover everyone. I go to my supervisor and I'm like, hey, bro, nice cock. Can we say cock? Because if not, you got a lot of editing.
I'm not editing all that out.
Come on, man.
No. Okay, look. You can say whatever you want, okay?
At least until we have sponsorships. Like,
yeah,
I'm sipping on some Screwball, some peanut butter whiskey. We're not sponsored by them, but I highly recommend them.
Okay, I'm cutting that out because they're not paying us money.
Okay, yeah, cut it out, and then once we get sponsored, we cut it back in.
Yeah, we'll go back and add it to the episode. Okay.
I like fruity drinks. I don't like.
You are a little zesty, so it kind of makes sense.
You're a little fruity yourself, buddy. But I don't know. I don't understand why like people like beer or alcohol that just tastes like ass. Tastes gross, and I like ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say personally, I've never tasted ass myself, but I mean, I'll take your word
for it. You haven't? You should.
I don't know. You want to tell your story about that one time with your ex where there was a little
Yeah,
paper,
yeah, sure. I'm sure she'll
toilet
never listen to
paper.
this. Not here. All right, so I'll tell you the story. Whatever. Um, so this is how it went. Right back in the day, we were both in high school, so we were dating, and if I wanted to go see her, I had to go to her house, and there had to be an adult present, like it was high school shit. So her grandma was there, kind of like watching us. But the thing is, I call her grandma. Grandma was blind; she could not see. So we would take advantage of that and do uh explicit things, and grandma would be none the wiser. But like one time, one of my friends was like, "Hey, so she was blind, right?" I was like, "Yeah." So what did her other senses be heightened? Like smell, hear. All her other senses are stronger because you can't see. And I was like, well, she must have been smelling a whole lot of musk.
You and your ex are terrible people putting that
Let me
poor
let me
grandma
finish.
through that.
Yeah, all you hear was plat 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 plat.
Ooh, sounds like macaroni.
Yeah, we all making macaroni in there. But so anyways, so one time she was on her time of the month, so we couldn't really I couldn't I mean I have earned my red wings now, but at that time she didn't want me to go down on her because it was time of the month. So instead, and this I still think about I don't still think about this, but this got me going at the time. She was like, she said it in Spanish. She said, "Come mi culo." Not like that in that deep voice, but it really got
Oh,
me going
it was
because
deeper.
she was black, by the way.
Was it deeper than that?
What do you mean
Was it
deeper than
like
that?
come mi culo?
Yeah, it got distorted.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It was a guy the whole time.
Yeah, like the song. You know that Mexican song,
Raquel, yeah.
Raquel? Yeah. Oh,
Se
that's
la
my
oye.
favorite song. We
Yeah,
have to
it's
talk
so
about it,
funny.
but finish your story.
Yeah,
Finish your story.
so like so she was like, come mi culo, and I was like, oh hell yeah, like that got me going because she's black and she's speaking my language
And
literally.
what does that mean in English for our non-Spanish viewers or listeners?
It means eat my ass. So I obliged, but so I started looking at her like back, and I started like going down further down to the crack, and then and then it got to closer to the objective, all right, and all of a sudden I start feeling something on my tongue, but it had no flavor, it had no taste. So I was like, I wonder what that is. So I like kind of inspect it, and it's white. It's toilet paper. So I didn't go any lower. And she's kind of like, "Why aren't you going down? You got to go down deeper, or you got to go down lower?" And I'm like, I didn't know how to tell her that there's some bounty left on her booty. So she figured it out herself, and then she was like, she gasped. She was like, and then she went to the restroom to like, I guess, clean up, and then we stopped after that.
So she did not wash it before asking you to eat it. She didn't
And
wash
I
the
I
food.
didn't even check. I went in. I did not check.
Hey, you're a real one for that. You're. I mean, it's nasty. It's very nasty.
You're a real nasty one for that, but you're a real one.
Yeah, you're a real one, a real nasty one for that. He didn't even check. He was just like, it was like a soldier. Yes, sir.
When you start, when your native language is English and you talk to me in Spanish, it does something to me. All the comments are gonna be fucking Spanish.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Come mi culo." You have to do it for every single one, bro.
And every single one, no matter how hairy and stinky and brown it is.
What's it got to be brown?
Well, that's natural. Like it's unnatural if it isn't brown in it, because you had to get it bleached. Is that not how that goes?
Yeah, I guess. I suppose.
At least as far as I know. I've only had 2 women in my life, so.
Only 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I mean, that's good. You found the right one after one failed attempt, man. I say congrats to you. You didn't have to go through too much suffering, to put it that way.
And now I kind of wish I did. No, I'm joking. But yeah, it's what the fuck was the original topic? You should try it. Eat ass.
I should try to eat ass.
Yeah, do it.
I don't think my
All the cool
girlfriend's
kids are
into
doing
that.
it.
I don't think.
What? Well, obviously they're not into it. Shit, I don't even want my wife to look at my asshole.
Wait, you talking about her or eating mine or me eating hers? I mean, she's not into it regardless.
What is she
but
into?
I'm not. Well, I don't think she's.
It's either one or the other.
I was gonna say she's not into anything freaky like that, really, or at least we're not at the stage where she's.
Lame.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna tell me? What your wife is into? Is she into some freaky stuff?
I am not.
Exactly.
I will say I will not say that because she will not talk to me. She heard like I played a little bit of the first episode, and at first that first joke I made was like, "Yeah, my wife still thinks I love her." She was like, "What did you say?" I was like, "Oh, I love you, honey." Because she understood wife, so she was like, "What'd you say?" I was like, "Oh, I love you."
Yeah, how much I love you and how much you mean to me.
Everything.
See, no, my girlfriend speaks English, so yeah, no, she would kill me if I were to share anything.
You're telling me she's
life.
bi? You're telling me she's bi?
What?
She's bi.
If I were what? Where did this come from?
She's bilingual.
Oh, bilingual.
So she's bi.
If you want to put it that way, yeah. As long as you add the lingual after bi, yeah.
But,
well, but
yeah.
is what you like to eat.
Hell yeah.
So
I don't know. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, as long as it's clean, it just tastes like skin.
Yeah, it's
like sucking on a nipple.
There's nothing wrong with it as long as it's clean.
I don't know how explicit we can get on here.
Okay, look, the problem it was that it was not clean.
The problem was we were unprepared. We were in the moment. We were dumb teenagers.
Wait. The eating ass part was whenever y'all did that, was there ever like the grandma was nearby?
She's probably like, someone didn't wipe their ass right.
Yeah, I was gonna say she had to smell it.
Well, at least she didn't taste it like I did.
And you probably made sounds too, and that woman probably heard them.
Yeah, I heard that. No, it's really weird. Let me describe the taste to you. It's oddly sweet. That's it. It's oddly sweet. But it gets really, really bitter. It's really weird. Like at first it kind of hits you and it's kind of sweet. And then it's really, really, really bitter. Like you ever lick a Nintendo Switch cartridge?
No, I have never licked any cartridge.
Kind of like that.
I've never licked. I think maybe I licked the Super Nintendo. That was cartridge.
Like no.
Nintendo 64.
No, well, that's the thing is the when they created the Switch cartridges, they wanted to make it like not tasty or whatever, or so they like kids wouldn't stick it in their mouths. But they coated it with some kind of thing that makes it like bitter. So people, well, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't recommend this with used games. But if you have like a brand new Nintendo Switch game, I'd give it a lick. It tastes really, really bitter, and that's what shit tastes like.
So, wait. So why would you ever lick it if they coated it in something so people wouldn't put it in their mouths? And the first thought you had was like, I kind of want to lick it. I want to see.
Well, you gotta taste it. Yeah.
Why? No.
You don't have
chef. You don't have.
Yes, you do.
Why do you have to taste it? Why do you feel that need?
Because everyone's like, dude, it's so bitter, and then you're like, really? Let me see what.
Wait, who was saying it was bitter? Like
Nintendo. They made it that way.
I had never heard of this.
Oh, you're telling me you're not even morbidly curious? Like, oh, dude, this tastes kind of funny. You're not gonna be like, lit.
No, I have no need to taste a Nintendo, any piece of plastic or metal. I have no need to taste. Like, I love food, and I'll eat it. I'll eat some pussy. I'll eat some other stuff, but like,
how you want? It's a vanilla for that.
What, eating pussy? I think that's as vanilla as it gets.
Not according to the Bible, you fucking sinner.
I don't think the Bible says anything about that.
I'm 95% sure there's something on there
Find
about
me a
that.
verse that says, "You shall not."
Thou shalt not partake of the kitty cat.
I mean, I'm not Chinese, but I'll eat some kitty. You know what I'm saying?
Cochino.
Cochina.
It's gonna be. That's gonna go on a shirt, as the podcasting community says.
Oh, there is this game, by Jackbox Party Pack where, where we design the shirts.
We're all
Uh,
over the fucking place, but yeah, go ahead.
yeah, you know that game. We played it a few times.
Oh, I love that game.
Yeah, we always thought like, okay, we're gonna get the winner shirt. We're gonna like print it out and order it, but it always ends up being something that people
Yeah, the
find very
last time we did
disturbing.
that, it had a slur.
Yeah, or like like somebody wrote, "Mute girls can say no," and then somebody drew like somebody getting taking it from the back. So that was the winner shirt one
I
time.
was getting absolutely freaked on.
Yeah, and the caption was, "Mute girls can't say no." So yeah, I was like, yeah, I don't think I can wear that in public. But that is a
You're not
really
man
fun
enough.
game. Are you? I'll order it for you. I will order it for you. I want you to wear it to work.
Yeah, where to
No,
work.
to your
I
to
get
your
sent
kid's
to HR.
baptism. To
I
your
get sent to HR, and they're like, "Do you know why you're in here?" And I'm like, "Cause I got a dope ass shirt."
yeah. No, but to your kid's baptism, like you have to wear that, or like, yeah. I want to see the Padres face.
God, that'd be
Like,
so baller if I did that, though.
it would
Tell
be,
me that's not baller.
especially if you were to go something like, yeah, they can't say no, am I right? And then you like try to high five the father.
Yeah, Father, forgive me for I have freaked it.
Father, forgive me, but she never said no. What? Yeah, we're gonna get so canceled.
I think we should. Yeah,
I
I
think
think we
we need
should
to
tone that.
end. I think we
We
need
need
to
to
end.
tone that down.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think we need to end this episode before we say anything else that could ruin our lives.
saying it isn't gonna make my life any better.
Well, it's not gonna make it worse.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe it will. Who knows? Since it's just the two of us right now, I got this
That's the
game for
two of
us.
us.
I don't know if he'll be good or not because I haven't opened it. I'm literally opening it for the first time right now. So there's
Okay.
this cards with conversation topics for to strengthen relationships. So since you're kind of zesty, I figured you wouldn't mind.
No, I don't mind. I'm married. I already proved my point.
Yeah, and then maybe the listeners, if they have their special someone, they could use this to talk about them.
Well, let's give this a name. How about Crazed Combo cards?
Crazed Combo cards.
That's a segment.
Learning more about you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this week's is gonna be what makes you feel the most competent.
Translating.
Translating, you just feel needed.
Yeah, I feel like I'm actually worth something to my wife and her family because I can't do anything that men know how to do, like fix shit or make shit or be shit. So when it comes to translating, I'm like, yeah, heck yeah, I'll help out with that because it makes me feel competent.
Well, that's great. Now you only have a couple years of it left because when the kids grow, there will be no more need for you.
Yeah, right. I still translate for my family, dude. I moved out and they're still asking me to translate for stuff.
Okay.
Because they don't trust my other brothers to do it because they're not the brightest crayons in the box.
Bro, I'm saying, are you the oldest?
Yes.
Yeah, there's something about being the oldest and just being stuck with all the things that you have to do. Like, I had to translate for my family as well since I was like 10, 11 years old. Like, important documents, I had to literally go everywhere, translate. It didn't matter whether, if I didn't know a word, I just had to figure things out. Go to the doctor. Like, people would literally pay me to go translate.
Same.
My younger siblings, they, especially the two youngest ones, or no, the three youngest ones, are very incompetent when it comes to translating because they were like,
Hmm.
well, they don't really know how to do it, and it's kind of like, yeah, let's like, I mean, why would we force them to do it or to get better at it when we can just force you to do it? So
Yeah, we could just you're still alive.
yeah, you're still alive, like, so just let them enjoy their childhood. So yeah, we're just gonna keep
No,
bothering
dude,
you.
my first experience of translating was like it was like a panic attack waiting to happen. My mom was like, so we went to go sign my brother up for like it's a program called Head Start. It's kind of like pre-K where they teach like 4-year-olds before going into actual kindergarten. And my mom, she's like, well, you need to come with me because they might speak English. Well, it turns out their translator was late or not showing up, one of the two. So they asked me like, "Hey, you speak English?" I said, "Yeah." "You speak Spanish?" I said, "Yeah." "Well, can you translate?" "No," but I did, and I was sweating, dude. It was like a cold room, but my pits were drenched in sweat. I was so nervous because I didn't know how to translate half of the shit. I just kind of guessed, and I guess people were probably confused as fuck. But I got the point across, and after that, I said, "Never again."
Well, let me tell you two stories about translating that happened with me. First was the very first time I ever translated. They asked me to order some chicken at KFC, and I had literally been in the United States for about a month. But I was like, I know how to say chicken. I know how to say fried. So I'm like, I mean, what else could I need?
Yeah, I know. I can sound out country.
I can name, I know numbers. So I was like, I just ordered this many pieces of fried chicken. Well, no, they started asking for sides, and I just lost my. I was like,
It's like
12
get you
piece
get
of chicken, please. And they were asking me for sides, and I was like, 12, yes, of chicken. And they called somebody. It was in California, so there's a lot of people that speak Spanish. So they called somebody over, one of the workers, and he was like, hey, buddy, what do you need? I was literally like 10 years old, maybe 11. And they were like, yeah, what do you need? So I told him, and he's like, what size you want? I was like, I don't know what y'all have. He tells me. Anyways, I was like, look, bro, it don't even matter. He's like, nah, take your time. So he ended up getting my order right. Now
look, dude. These filthy animals will eat anything.
yeah, but now the other story I want to say is this guy, uh, I had like asked my stepdad to if I could go translate for him. And my stepdad was like, well, yeah, just pay him like just give him like $20 or whatever. He drove me to this place. He was applying for a job, and I'm literally just translating. At this point, I'm good at it. I don't add anything, take anything away if I can. I'm literally just like a machine translating. So at this point, this lady asked him, I just want to make sure that your social security is like a real one, right? Because some people they'll be applying with fake ones or something along
Hey,
those
bro.
lines.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, you better chill with that. They
Well,
can't let us. They can't know our secrets. Not
wait,
the white people.
look. So that's what the lady says, right? So I literally translate this word for word as best as I can. So yeah, your social security is a good one, right? Like, it's not a fake one. And the guy goes, no.
No.
So it's like, wait, it's like, it's real, right? She's like, and I literally repeat, it's real. And she's like, no, but don't tell her that. But he literally said it in Spanish. No, no le digas. And the lady was like, no, I heard no. And I was like, and I literally looked at her like, and she's like, no, I heard no. Tell him to leave. And he was like, no, tell her. Don't tell her though. And I was like, bro, she understands no. You literally say no sounds the same in English and Spanish. So he was like, no, tell her you were asking me something else. So I literally tried to tell her like, no, I think he said he didn't understand the question. So she's like, nah, he knows. Yeah,
Get
tell her.
your illegal ass out of here.
Tell her we do not hire anybody illegally here. And she basically like kicked us out. And then on the way back, he was all pissed. He was talking crap. And I was like a kid. I was like 12, 13 years. No, I was like 13, 14 at this time.
He's cussing at you like hard cuss words.
He wasn't saying it, but he was like, "Oh, what a stupid thing!" Like who would tell her no? And I was just thinking I thought he was mad at himself this whole time, right? Like he literally said no to the question, And then I get down from the car, and then he tells my dad, like, "Oh my god, like your kid ruined it. I ain't paying him crap and this and that." And then my stepdad goes like, like what happened? So I literally tell him. I translated the question exactly as the woman said it, and this guy said no, but don't tell her. And she understood no, so she got mad and kicked us out. And the guy was like, "Okay, look, if you're not gonna pay him, just get the fuck out before I do something, because like this is your fuck up. Don't blame my kid." And he had my back, and he told the guy like, "Don't ever call again. Don't ever ask for any favors," because he used to ask for favors all the time. But it was so funny, like thinking back, like this man literally said no.
Yeah, thinking back on it was funny, but whenever it did happen, you were crying like a little bitch.
I wasn't crying. I thought he was mad at himself because he kept saying like, "Wow, what a stupid idiot telling the lady no." So I was like,
yeah,
oh.
you go up to him like, "Hey, bro, come on, man."
I was like,
you don't have to talk to yourself like that.
Yeah, because I was thinking like, oh yeah, he's mad. I mean, what he did was very stupid because I never told the lady no. Like I literally didn't even get the chance to, because she heard him say no, and she was like, "No, so it's not real." And yeah, so
and then he's like, you go to him like, "Hey, dude, don't beat yourself up for this."
yeah, I'm literally thinking like, yeah, this guy's mad. He probably got nervous, or he's not the brightest. And meanwhile, he's
Poor guy. Yeah,
he's blaming everything on me, and like doesn't want to pay me for my time of translating him for him. And yeah, it was hilarious now that I think about it. Like
but at the time, it was scary. It was not very funny.
It was a little bit like a few days later. Like my stepdad laughed. He was like, so the idiot literally said no when they asked him whether his social security was good, and yeah, and I was like, yep, and he just started laughing. And the thing was that it was actually a real social security, so I don't know why he said no. So that's the funniest part. It was a real social security, but the lady freaked out because he said no. So the lady was like, "No, nope, nope, yeah, we're not doing this." So she didn't even put in the application, and it was a real social security. And the reason he said it wasn't, it was because it was like it was like one of those things. I don't know.
The ones you buy?
No, it wasn't the ones you buy. It was like I think it was still in process, or it was like one of those that I don't know exactly. I think they had given it to him, like because he was from Guatemala, and I remember that like they had a crisis in Guatemala where they were like accepting people, and they were giving him like social securities and licenses, but I think they weren't giving them like full green cards. I'm not sure about that. I don't know if they gave him.
It's like what's it called? It's what the Ukraine people did. Refugee.
Yeah, it was a refuge thing. So I think it was real, but the guy, once he got his social security and his license, I think he was still in the process of waiting on like green card or like permanent or whatever he was waiting on. So it was literally a real social security number, but he said no because I guess he thought it wasn't like fully, because I guess it was
fucking like dumbass.
Yeah, because I guess he wasn't like fully, because his case hadn't been like all the way approved or something. So I guess he thought it was no, it wasn't, but it was. So he literally said no, got us kicked out, and then he blamed me. And I never saw him.
I blame you too, just cause like, why would you say it? Why would you ask that? Like, just say no, you dummy.
Yeah. It's like okay, yeah. I'll literally answer for him, even though I'm translating and I don't know this man. Yeah, no, it was great, but I think we're going to end it here because it's already been about an hour, and we don't want to make the episodes too long. To anybody out there listening, we really appreciate you guys and gals. And anything you want to say, Dino?
Yeah, I want to say we're still figuring this shit out. Even right now, like having a regular upload time and recording time, it's difficult once you actually become an adult and have other responsibilities. But I appreciate you listening to us, and I hope to keep making more episodes and becoming famous, and to be sponsored by the alcohol I'm currently consuming that got me a little buzzed.
I just want Pornhub.
Can I say that?
Or to be our sponsors? Because you talk about pornography a lot, so I feel like we really need one of those websites to sponsor us.
At this point, I'm sponsored by Kleenex.
All right, and with that, outro music.
All right, you shoot. Okay.